Have you ever wondered what a true cosmic war in the Marvel Universe would look like? I'm not talking about a quick alien invasion of Earth. I'm talking about a conflict so massive it threatens to extinguish every star in the sky. Well, today, we're diving deep into one of the greatest Marvel cosmic sagas ever written, Annihilation. This is the story that redefined space for Marvel. So grab your star map and let's get started. Our story begins not with a hero, but with the mad titan himself, Thanos. He pays a visit to the Kion, a galactic super prison floating at the edge of the universe. There, he confronts a being known as the Maker, who is actually the mortal form of the ridiculously powerful Beyonder. With a little help from a captured Star-Lord, Thanos subdues her. He also makes a couple of new friends, a tiny chaos mite named Screet, and an enslaved former Herald of Galactus, the Fallen One. Keep these players in mind, they'll be important. Meanwhile, a prison transport ship crashes in the snowy plains of Alaska. On board is none other than Drax the Destroyer. But this isn't the Drax you might know. He's a hulking, not-so-bright powerhouse. He befriends a sarcastic teenage girl, Cammy, and finds himself protecting a small Alaskan town from a crew of cosmic thugs. During the fight, Drax's body is seemingly destroyed, only to reform into a leaner, smarter, and deadlier version of himself, the form we're more familiar with today. Just as things settle down, another ship arrives and arrests both Drax and Cammy. Their destination, Xandar, home of the Nova Corps, and this is where everything goes sideways. A massive fleet, an armada of warships from the Negative Zone, punches a hole into our universe. This is the Annihilation Wave led by the insectoid tyrant Annihilation, their first target. The Kion prison. It's obliterated in moments. The Nova Corps, the galaxy's premier police force, calls an emergency briefing on their capital, Xandar. But it's too late. The Annihilation Wave descends upon the planet, and in a horrific display of power, destroys it completely. The entire Nova Corps is wiped out. Well, almost entirely. The lone survivor is a human, Richard Rider. Just before Xandar's fall, the Xandarian world-mined a living supercomputer containing the collective knowledge of their civilization. And the source of the Nova Force downloads itself directly into Rich's mind and body to survive. He is no longer just a Nova Centaurian. He is now Nova Prime, wielding the full, unrestrained power of the entire Nova Corps. To handle this immense power, the World Mind creates a new, more advanced suit for him, along with Drax and Cammy, who also miraculously survived the attack. Richard Rider flees the ruins of Xandar, the last sentinel of a fallen order. Their first stop is a system under evacuation, where they find another cosmic hero, Quasar, using his quantum bands to help refugees escape. But the Annihilation Wave is relentless. Nova Prime and Quasar fight side by side to buy more time, but the battle takes a tragic turn. Annihilation himself appears, and in a shocking moment, he brutally kills Quasar and takes the powerful quantum bands for himself. Now, not only does Annihilation command an unstoppable army, but he also wields one of the most powerful weapons in the universe. The galaxy's hope is dimming fast. As the wave spreads, Annihilation dispatches his elite hunters, the Seekers, led by the vicious Ravenous. Their mission: capture anyone who wields the power cosmic. This puts them on a collision course with the former Heralds of Galactus. The Silver Surfer teams up with his old comrades, Firelord and Airwalker, but Airwalker is tragically cut down. Terrax and Morg are captured. Realizing his old master is a prime target, the Surfer returns to Galactus and offers his services once more, replacing the current Herald, Stardust, to protect him. This act of loyalty inspires Stardust, Firelord, and another former Herald, Redshift, to join the growing United Front against Annihilation. Galactus then reveals a terrifying consequence of the Annihilation Wave's initial attack. The destruction of the Kion prison didn't just kill prisoners. It unleashed to ancient godlike beings he had imprisoned at the dawn of time, Tenebris and Aegis. Elsewhere, Thanos, ever the opportunist and guided by Mistress's death, makes a shocking move. He allies himself with Annihilation. He then approaches Tenebris and Aegis, offering them a chance at revenge against their jailer, Galactus. To prove his worth, they demand a sacrifice. Thanos obliges, allowing them to destroy his slave, the Fallen One. Thanos is now playing a very dangerous game on multiple fronts. The Annihilation Wave isn't just a military force. It has a horrifying weapon called the Harvester of Sorrows, a colossal ship that literally consumes planets and converts them into fuel. When this weapon heads toward the Skrull Empire, one Skrull warrior decides he's had enough. Kl'rt, the Super Skrull, learns that his own son's planet is in the Harvester's path. He travels to the Negative Zone, finds the Harvester's creator, and tortures him into designing a virus that can destroy it. He even rallies an army of prisoners to fight with him. But tragedy strikes when his own second-in-command betrays him. Kl'rt manages to escape and single-handedly attacks the Harvester. He succeeds in destroying the Planet Killer, but not before it consumes his son's world. Kl'rt is caught in the explosion and presumed dead, a hero who lost everything. Simultaneously, we catch up with Ronan, the accuser of the Kree Empire. He's a fugitive, framed for treason. He tracks the witness who lied about him to a planet called God Thab Omega, only to find she's joined a group of superpowered women led by Gamora. After a series of brawls, it's revealed that an entity named Glorianne was manipulating them all, feeding off their combat energy to reshape the world. Just as his plan is about to succeed, the Annihilation Wave attacks. Ronan, Gamora, and even Glorianne are forced to fight together against the common enemy. The witness Ronan needed is killed in the chaos, dashing his hopes of clearing his name. Undeterred, Ronan decides to defy his exile and return to the Kree to warn them of the coming invasion. Over 200 days into the war, Richard Rider has assembled the United Front, a coalition army determined to stop Annihilation. His ground forces are a who's who of cosmic badasses: Drax, Gamora, Ronan, and a strategic advisor named Peter Quill. Yes, that Peter Quill. His space forces include the remaining Heralds. They manage to capture one of Annihilation's queens, and she delivers chilling news. Thanos, with his new allies Tenebris and Aegis, has ambushed and defeated Galactus and the Silver Surfer. Annihilation, believing the power cosmic is now his for the taking, sends Ravenous to crush the United Front once and for all. The battle is brutal. To make matters worse, Ravenous has somehow turned captured heroes like Terrax into his own puppets. Just when all seems lost, a massive energy spike erupts on the battlefield, and from it emerges the Super Skrull, resurrected and more powerful than ever. But even his return isn't enough. Annihilation's flagship arrives, revealing his ultimate weapon, Galactus captured and converted into a cosmic cannon. The United Front is shattered. In the aftermath, Nova sends a desperate warning to Earth before staying behind with a small team. Drax, however, has only one mission now: to hunt down and kill Thanos. So why did Thanos, the Mad Titan, join Annihilation? Curiosity. He wanted to see what would happen. But when he discovers Annihilation's true goal isn't just conquest, but the complete extinction of all life in the universe, a goal that even Thanos finds distasteful, he decides to betray him. His plan is to free Galactus. But just as he's about to act, a furious Drax, the Destroyer, appears. Ignoring Thanos' explanations, Drax finally achieves his life's purpose. He rips out the Mad Titan's heart, killing him. With Thanos dead, Drax and his daughter Moondragon free the Silver Surfer, who in turn frees Galactus. At the same time, Ronan the Accuser and his small band of allies reach the Kree throne world. He discovers the ruling house had secretly allied with Annihilation. Enraged, Ronan executes the traitors, and the Kree people, seeing his strength and integrity, hail him as their new emperor. Now free, a furious Galactus unleashes his full power. An omnidirectional wave of cosmic energy, later known as the Galactus event, erupts from him. It's a wave of pure destruction that obliterates the majority of the Annihilation wave, vaporizes entire star systems, and is so powerful it even kills a watcher who is simply observing. As this wave of cosmic death expands, Nova, Peter Quill, and Philovel, the new quasar who took up the mantle, are teleporting to Annihilace's flagship for a final, desperate assault. Annihilus, seeing his plans crumble, uses the quantum bands to shield himself from Galactus's blast. Nova engages him in a brutal one-on-one fight. He's outmatched, but Philovel manages to rip the quantum bands away from Annihilus. Suddenly vulnerable, the tyrant is executed by an enraged Nova Prime. The war is over. A treaty is signed, but the galaxy is forever changed. In the epilogue, we see the survivors picking up the pieces. Drax regains his honor by liberating a planet. Stardust proves his devotion by feeding the last remnants of his own race to a starving Galactus. The Silver Surfer hunts down and destroys Tenebris and Aegis. And Firelord tracks down Annihilace's elite soldiers, offering mercy to those who were forced to serve, but justice to those who reveled in the slaughter. The Annihilation War was over, but the scars would remain, setting the stage for a new, more dangerous cosmic landscape in the Marvel Universe. And that's the epic saga of Annihilation. It's a story of loss, sacrifice, and the unlikely heroes who rise up when the universe needs them most. What a ride! If you enjoyed this deep dive into Marvel's cosmic history, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching.